Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And we are here on the Sports Edition channel.
Sports Edition.
Looking at every upcoming stadium in major sports.
I love a good stadium, mate.
Do you?
The modern ones, yeah. I mean, I love going to the historical ones as well. We've got one to go to this season. Luton Town have been promoted to the Premier League. So I've actually
It's not very an upcoming major stadium.
It's not an upcoming major stadium, but it will be a major stadium.
It's an upcoming stadium. It's a major sport.
It's a major sport and it's a major stadium because it's in the Premier League.
Major.
But I've played on that stadium.
Yeah.
I've played in that ground.
It only holds like less than 10,000 people.
I think when I played it was like 8,000 maybe.
I don't think it's too far off that. I think it's like 9,000 now.
It's a tiny little stadium. But yeah, every upcoming stadium in major sports. I just when I go now, I've got a Spurs stadium. That's the most modern stadium in
every stadium getting built now is just going to be great, I think, no matter what.
I mean, I've seen a video on the SoFi Stadium over in the USA, and that looks absolutely mint.
Isn't that built underground almost?
I think it's lowered, so the skyline doesn't have a stadium, so like on the skyline sort of thing. But it looks absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So a good stadium's always good to go to as a fan.
Yeah, Everton will be cool.
Everton will be
good. One soon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. On the docks of Liverpool.
It's not on the Liverpool docks. It's on the well. It's not far. It's in the Bay Area. It's in the Dockland area. Yeah.
Anyway, every upcoming stadium in major sports.
As stadiums have evolved, they have simply gotten better and better. And as new ones come on the horizon, they bring hope to cities that their new arena will be one that will be talked about as a crown jewel of their respective sport. Or simply is just better than the last one. Well, let's just take a look at what the future holds and poop all over it. Critiquing every upcoming stadium in major sports is coming up right after this. Look here, I'm an authority when it comes to ball shaving, beard trimming, and nose hair trimming. But now I'm here. Congrats to the Clippers for being a 40-year-old that's finally moving out of his mom's basement. After years of living rent-free in the Lakers' home, the Intuit Dome will open in time for the 2024/2025 NBA season. It's said that the design is that of a basketball going through a giant hoop, but to me it looks like one of those weird, satisfying soap-cutting videos. The $2 billion arena has already been topped out and is looking to be on schedule and already way over budget. Features for the new stadium include on-site team offices, the team's practice facility, retail spaces, and outdoor basketball courts that will be open to the public. Public courts in Englewood. Sounds like a great idea.
I got a question here. This is something I don't know, right? And this is something you'd be able to... I know they've got like... I know a lot of the players that come through to the NBA come from college basketball. But do they have an academy still? Once you've signed for them, let's say you're not a first-team player or you're a potential player who's at college or maybe even not at college, do they have some kind of academy?
I think they have like a team. When I said last time, they have a team that plays in the G League. That's probably the most I could think of. Almost like a second team that plays
G
in the
League's
G League.
based in the USA, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's going to have to let me know on that, if there is any kind of like academy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. I think that's just the G League and they get put in like the kind of the league below and play for like the second team.
And are they people who have already been drafted though?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it's mixed.
It'd be interesting.
Bit of both, I reckon.
Let me know on that, how that works.
This place also wasn't without controversy, as MSG Entertainment, who owns the Forum, where the Clippers used to play, tried to force them back there. But Steve Ballmer wanted to build so bad he just bought the Forum in addition to funding most of the arena himself. Okay, Steve, I see you putting your big boy pants on. This place does look amazing. I can't wait to see it when it's finally done.
Into Miami.
The result of failed proposal after failed proposal, David Beckham, yes, that David Beckham, finally got this one pushed through. Beckham has owned Inter Miami FC since 2013 and began back then to try and get a soccer-only stadium in South.
Since 2013? I thought it was gonna say like 2019 or 2020.
If someone said to me how long has Beckham owned Miami, I'd say about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
10
same.
years.
I didn't know that.
Florida failing twice. The project appears to have shifted from the original futuristic style roof design to one of a more traditional fabric roof construction to shade more fans. Personally, I like the more simplified design. The stadium is being built on the former Mel Reese golf course near the airport and will be part of a large campus that will include practice fields, retail spaces, hotels, and hopefully Leo Messi. Amazing timing there. Other than these basic renderings, not many of the stadium's advanced features have been disclosed, but construction is definitely underway. The MLS's retirement home must be built. Construction has officially begun on new Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park and is expected to open on time in 2026. After some preliminary renderings were released, we got an update from the team in February, which shows some close-ups of the exterior and an end zone view of the interior. I love how they kept the stadium outdoors as to not lose the advantage of having to play football near Lake Erie in the dead of winter. And allegedly, these red lights are heaters, not just LEDs. The new stadium will hold 65,000 spectators, have multiple video boards, a canopy that covers 65% of the seats, statues of buffaloes, and a freezer where they keep Damar Hamlin's body while
I like them statues of the buffaloes outside the ground. That's pretty cool.
That stadium looks mint.
It does, doesn't it?
It can't host a Super Bowl, all right, because of the weather.
Yeah, probably because it's normally about February as well.
Yeah, it's February, isn't it? Super Bowl, and it's like, I guess Buffalo in February is probably like living in the North Pole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've seen videos of like the Bills Stadium when it's snowing.
Oh, when it gets snowed, yeah.
It's just seats, just white. Everything's just white.
The Bills Mafia deserves something like that, don't they? Look at that. It's immense. Love that.
Robot replacement continues to roam the planet. Ah yes, the $2.1 billion giant record player, new Titan Stadium is set to become the next top-tier stadium in the NFL when it opens in 2026.
That looks clean though.
Ground is set to begin getting shoveled in either late 2023 or in 2024. However, all the financing has been secured, with a little over half coming from taxpayer money. And it looks like they will be getting the bang for their buck, as the stadium features outdoor entertainment spaces, lots of bars, indoor pavilions, retail spaces, and of course, more bars. The roof will be translucent with intimate seating and high-angle slopes for the stands, so the fans will be right on top of the action. The stadium serves in stark contrast to the previous Nissan, which it will be built right next to, and that one was built on a budget. New Titan Stadium doesn't look to be sparing a penny and will likely be a prime future destination for a Super Bowl. I really think this one is going to be a winner.
Let's pause a minute. That defo looks prime for the Super Bowl, doesn't it?
It just didn't look like it could look like that inside.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Did you see that outside terrace at all? I mean, we don't get the weather over here, especially during our football season over here. We don't get the weather to sort of like sit outside. Probably might get you might get a little bit at the end of the season, a little bit at the start of the season, the middle of the season, all the way through. You're not getting very good weather. The odd day maybe, but if you imagine you go to a corporate thing and you sat outside on a terrace like that, and you go and see seats, and you come back out and you're sitting on a terrace sort of thing, or you can, certain family might not be interested in going to the football, but they want to go and sit outside and just be at the stadium. That looks tasty. That.
It does.
And I wonder if they're focusing on, when the stadiums are built over here now, especially the way City's going and the way Spurs have gone, they focus most of their stadium seating or the premium sort of style all the way around corporate. So we're getting a new Sky Bar put in at the Etihad, which is going to go in there. I think it's starting building this year, aren't they? So they're going to go up above the North Stand, and then at the top of the North Stand is going to be a big Sky Bar, which is going to be corporate as well.
Oh, really?
So we've already put our name down to move from where we are now to the Sky Bar.
Oh, really? Yeah. But that's going to be at the family stand area.
It won't be the family stand by then. They'll move the family stand somewhere else.
Oh, do you reckon?
Yeah, all the nutters are going to be in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
All rejoice, as this stadium will mark the end of the temporary occupation of Yankee Stadium by New York FC that was supposed to last like 3 years, but will end up being a total of 15? New New York City FC Stadium will be built in Queens, right next to Citi Field in Willets Point, and will be part of a 23-acre complex that will feature affordable housing, and of course, the 25,000-seat soccer-only stadium, the first in the city. Kinda sucks though that if you're from the Bronx and you like the team, now you have to schlep all the way over to Queens just to catch a game. Anyways, not much has been said about the stadium's features other than it looks like two giant L's put together, which is fitting considering how many L's the mayor took trying to get this thing funded. It's set to open in 2027.
This guy's funny, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
The USF Bulls are finally moving out of Raymond James Stadium and getting their own on-campus digs. This $340 million stadium has had its initial planning and design phases approved, so construction is imminent. The only renders that have been published show this semicircle design, though it's possible in the design phase things change. Maybe make it look like a bull or something, guys. When Aloha Stadium was condemned a few years ago, that forced the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors into the tiny Clarence T. Ching Athletic Center. However, after several years of wrestling for funds and stern arguments, it appears there might finally be a timeline for the new 25,000-seat stadium to be built in an entertainment district in Honolulu, with a price tag of about $400 million. Building a stadium in Hawaii presents unique challenges as the saltwater environment is highly corrosive to steel and other building materials. The renderings look fantastic, though it is unlikely this is even the final appearance of the stadium. Now, proposed stadiums. Rail Yard Stadium was going to be a 21,000-seat soccer-specific stadium in Sacramento, but if you know about California's capital...
I've never even heard of Sacramento Republic FC.
FC, the football team, no. Me neither.
And stadium disasters, you won't be too shocked about what happened here. In 2012, the United Soccer League expanded to Sacramento with the Sacramento Republic FC. In 2019, it was planned that SRFC would join the MLS, and these stadium renderings were released, featuring a beautiful exterior and separate stands for each side, like St. James Park. It was to take many aspects of European soccer stadiums, a steep grade for the stands, but with modern amenities. Well, that was all good until COVID hit and the MLS expansion was put on hold, placing the project on hold. Since then, revisions have been proposed to reduce the capacity, which I think will take away from this Euro aesthetic thing that they have going on here. Fortunately, not a shovel of dirt has been moved, so at least there's that.
But when you have teams like that, they should just make a second league, a second division.
That's what it is. It's called the...
But you can't get promoted. You can't finish top of the league and then get promoted to the MLS. That's what it should be like.
Yeah, like we have over here.
Yeah, you've got so many cities and stuff that you could make a football team out of to make multiple divisions and then make it like a tier system.
Yeah.
These sketches are brand spanking new, though it's curious just how ready to go these renderings were. As the A's have had trouble getting a ballpark done in Northern California, Las Vegas, like they did with the Raiders, stepped in like the handsome guy friend, just showing the team some attention, and it seems to have worked. The city approved a measure to fund the clearing of the site, and other than the MLB approving the relocation, this is going down. And trust me, they will approve. Originally, the stadium started
So the Oakland A's are now going to be the Las Vegas A's?
Las Vegas A's, by the looks of it, yeah.
Wasn't it like the Oakland Raiders and now it's the Las Vegas Raiders?
Yeah. That's what he said.
Spaceship level concepts, but now it appears the arena will look like this and retain some features that do look distinctly Oakland A's, or just the A's now, like the ridiculous foul ground and circular outfield seating pre-Mount Davis. I mean, just rub it in, why don't you? And yeah, a retractable dome is necessary in the desert.
I like that.
It's been a long discussion about finally replacing Kauffman Field someday, and even though it's a beautiful park, it is old. Though no solid plans are in place, a company called Mammoth released these basic renderings for a downtown location of a new ballpark. It says their intent is to retain the curved seating of Kauffman, but to integrate classic features of Fenway/Camden Yards. The outside has a jewel box era feel. However, I don't think you can have a ballpark in Kansas City without the waterfall spectacular. These are just kind of meh, if you ask me.
Oh, nice stuff.
Old Ryan Field is probably one of the worst in the Big Ten, not all of USA. So the billionaire Ryan family sought to do something about it, proposing this privately funded $800 million renovation/rebuild of the stadium, which would indeed take it up a notch. The new field would retain the white stone exterior of the old one and bring the capacity down to about 35,000, which is just about the maximum number of people who care about Northwestern football. Still, despite the funds being privately gifted and not taxpayer money, about 1,000 people signed a petition against the project. I don't know what they're pissed off about, but hey, NIMBYs, you do you. This $1.7 billion stadium proposal certainly looks amazing from the inside. It's when you zoom out that you see it's clearly just a giant sperm splattered in the middle of downtown Orlando. These initial renderings and proposal have no official funding, but the concepts were designed to entice a possible MLB team like, say, the Rays, to come to Orlando and maybe someday stick. The canopy area covers both the baseball field and an entertainment/park district. And yeah, you can't unsee it now.
True.
Yeah.
Probably the most unnecessary stadium saga in all the NFL, the Chicago Bears continue to struggle to set concrete plans for their new digs, a reflection of both the town they play in and the family that owns the team. Days after the Bears said that Arlington Park, the site that they own, was not the singular focus of their stadium search, demolition began on the site. Though the city has unveiled plans to renovate Soldier Field, the only renderings we have seen of the Arlington Park site has been this one shitty image that has the stadium looking like a block of cream cheese. Anyways, good luck with all the red tape. I hope someday they can pull the trigger on some new renderings and or stop being drama queens and build the damn stadium. Man, I'm not even a Bears fan and I hate the McCaskies. And finally, critiquing our last upcoming stadium in major sports. Just look at this beauty. This is what you came for, isn't it? Though being sold as a renovation, this is essentially a teardown and rebuild with a ultra-modern interior and exterior on the same site as Duval, the only stadium the Jaguars have known. The renderings show a new widened concourse to alleviate crowd congestion, a translucent roof to keep the fans cooler, and multiple entertainment spaces that plan to be fully interactive and immersive. The venue is also designed with other events in mind, like concerts and two football teams' fan bases getting absolutely hammered on a Saturday. I guess they could call it the world's largest indoor cocktail party now. I love the renderings and concepts here. It looks like if all this gets funded and executed, it will be the NFL's shiny new toy where they can actually justify hosting a Super Bowl in Jacksonville this time. There is no target date set for now, but like Bart Scott, I can't wait. I'm 5 Points Vids, and please subscribe for more interesting videos on sports.
I like that channel.
No, he was quite funny in the way he says
funny.
stuff, doesn't
funny
he?
Guy. That Jacksonville stadium, do you know who the owner of Jacksonville is?
No.
He owns Fulham.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you remember when we went to Fulham last season and they had that new stand, they had that old shiny new stand that no one could sit in?
No, well, yeah. All the seats were there, but no one could sit
They
there.
had about 8 people in there. Yeah.
That was a bit weird, wasn't it?
It was, because it's not been officially commissioned yet.
Yeah.
They don't think they've released the health and safety on it. But he owns the same guy owns the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Interesting.
So yeah, so that stadium looks mint though, doesn't it?
Yeah, big time.
But if it's anything like Fulham and the progress they did now, it's only took them 3 years.
Yeah.
To build half a stand.
That was. Don't know what took him so long on that, to be honest with you.
Like I say though, I do like a good stadium, mate. Especially as a match going fan. You know, when you go there, if you can get to the bar easy enough, loads of space.
That's what you want, loads of space and just crowded bars is the worst.
It's not, there's nothing worse. But that looks mint. That's one of my favourite ones I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I know it's only artist impressions, but the stadium I really want to go to is the SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, that looks
really good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, well, yeah, enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.